Hey, I'm Sarah. This is Creative Ramblings. Today's video is all about how to build a wood pallet sign, just like this one. This is the first video in a series all about wood signs. I'm going to show you how to build one, best ways to paint and stain it, and a few of my favorite ways to stencil a wood sign. There's also a video in this series that talks about how to host a sign painting party and how to make this hobby profitable. So in this video, you're going to learn how to build a wood pallet sign and the best way to stain it. Let's jump into it. So to build a wood pallet sign, you have a lot of choices for wood. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do it with new wood that I purchased at a hardware store. You can use reclaimed wood, barn wood, pallet wood. Just make sure that your wood is clean and you're comfortable bringing it into your home. So for this sign, I am using a 1x4. Now I bought this piece of lumber at the Home Depot and it came in an 8-foot section. And I cut this down using my miter saw into 18-inch pieces. So I have 3 18-inch pieces here. Then, to hold them together in the back, I'm going to use a wood strip. This came in about an 8-foot section, and this measures about 1 by 2 inches. It's called a wood strip, it's very inexpensive. This is gonna hold our sign together on the back. So once your wood is cut, you're gonna wanna take some sandpaper and sand down all the rough edges. Then to put it together, you're gonna need a clamp or something to hold your pieces together. You're gonna need a drill with a bit and a screwdriver bit, and you're going to need some wood screws. Now what you wanna make sure when you're putting your wood screws on is that you're gonna go through your wood without popping through the front side of your sign. So if you use this type of lumber, the best screws to use are 1 1/4 inch screws. So let me show you how to put this together. Once all of your wood is sanded, you're gonna line it up exactly how you want it. I'm gonna check out my lumber and make sure that the nicest side of the wood is facing forward. And in this case, it's gonna be facing down onto my workbench. I'm gonna line everything up, and then I'm going to take my wood strips. These are cut to 9 inches each, and I'm gonna put them on the back here. And this is gonna hold my sign in place. Now before I start drilling, I'm just gonna take my clamp and hold these boards together in the middle. Now I'm gonna drill some pilot holes, being careful not to drill all the way through to the front of the sign. Once all your screws are in place, you can remove your clamp, and your sign's ready to go. It's held together on the back, it's nice and sturdy, the screws didn't come through the front. That is how you build a wood pallet sign. Very simple, only takes a few minutes to put together with really inexpensive materials. Now I'm going to show you how I like to stain my signs. And be sure to check out the other videos in this series for my best tips on stenciling a wood sign. My favorite stain to use for wood signs is this gray stain from Minwax. There's a link to this in the description of this video. Shake it up really good. You're gonna need a brush. I actually like using a foam brush and a cloth. You can use paper towel or you can use a cloth. What I like about this stain is using just a small amount, you can get a beautiful wash finish on this. When you're using a stain, the longer you leave it on, the darker of a finish you're gonna get. I like a really light finish on these signs. This one up here is done with this same gray finish, and you can see the nice wood grain that's already coming through it. So I just take a little bit on my brush and then go with the grain of the wood in nice smooth strokes from one end to the other. When you're staining, be sure to also get the sides of the wood, because these will be visible when you hang your sign up as well. So once your stain is on, it's time to wipe off the excess. Just take a cloth and wipe with the grain of the wood from one side to the other. This is just taking off any of that excess stain. Remember, the longer you leave the stain on your wood, the darker of a finish you're going to get. So now that I've wiped off all the excess stain, I'm ready to let this dry. Letting the stain dry is very important. I like to leave mine overnight. Otherwise, the stencil and the paint that we're going to put on top of it is not going to adhere. The next video in this series is going to walk you through a couple ways to stencil your wood sign. Be sure to check out the next video, and if you like this one, give me a thumbs up down below, and subscribe for more simple, inspiring projects. Thanks for watching!